Mr. President.
Senator from Iowa.
Mr. President, thank you. Today I rise to speak on the strength of the U.S. economy, and I would like to thank the colleagues that have joined me here on the floor to address this very important topic. As President Trump said in last night's State of the Union, our economy is thriving like never before. Last Friday's January jobs report is a continued good news story with 304,000 new jobs added just last month. It is also an example of how Republican pro-growth policies are getting people back to work. Job growth was strong across most sectors, including manufacturing, where 261,000 jobs were created over the last year. Just as important, this economic growth has put upward pressure on wages, with the average hourly pay increasing by 3.2% from last year. Lower wage workers saw some of the biggest increases. This means more money in your pockets to put food on the table and provide for growing families. The tight labor market has drawn workers off of the sidelines, and that's a good thing. Folks that have been unemployed or underemployed are finding work, and those seeking to shift to a better paying job or one with better hours that's closer to home are finding those opportunities. Nowhere is the power of this job creation more evident than in my home state of Iowa, where the 2.4% unemployment rate is the lowest in the nation. There are 64,000 plus jobs currently open in Iowa. Over 1.6 million Iowans are employed, which is the most in our state's history. Every time I meet with an employer from my home state, they tell me the challenges of filling jobs in order to keep their businesses running. They want to hire people, and business is booming. Under Republican pro-growth policies and the leadership of Governor Kim Reynolds, Iowa's economy continues to expand, and wages are increasing across the state. I also agree with the president that no one has benefited more from our thriving economy than women, who have filled 58% of the new jobs that were created in the last year. Women are also becoming small business owners at increasing rates across Iowa. These girl bosses are creating jobs and helping Iowa's economy to rumble. Yes, ladies, Iowa is the place to be. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act has allowed Iowa's job creators to invest in their workers and grow their businesses. For example, a business in Dyersville, Iowa, invested 75% of their tax savings last year into their employees, giving their $800 bonuses to the 162 full-time workers. One of their employers said she planned to put her bonus into her retirement fund, an investment in her future. Furthermore, cutting red tape and scaling back burdensome regulations has led to a surge in small business optimism. A December survey from the Iowa Association of Business and Industry found that 97% of respondents plan to make capital expenditures this quarter, while a majority expected to add new employees, and 72% expected to see sales growth. Recent achievements from opioid abuse efforts to criminal justice reform will help transform our job pool to help fill the needs of today and tomorrow, helping people get back on their feet and back to work. I also know that millions of working mothers, fathers, grandparents, and families across the country struggle with the realities of childbirth and infant care while working hard to raise strong and healthy families. It is long overdue that Congress not just have a conversation on these matters, but that we get serious about a path forward on a paid leave approach. I'm glad that the President highlighted this issue in the State of the Union just last night. Some are fortunate enough to have paid benefits provided by their employers, but many families in America do not have this luxury. For the past few months, I have been working on this issue with my colleague, Senator Mike Lee. Helping families is an issue we can all agree on, and I hope that we can have a productive dialogue on how Congress can best help in a way that keeps our economy strong. Simply put, when Washington gives power back to Main Street, American families win. Sadly, over the last few weeks, I have heard my Democratic colleagues propose a Green New Deal that would raise energy prices for consumers by as much as $3,800 per family a year, and proposals to impose tax rates as high as 70%. If allowed to move forward, these proposals would reverse some of the economic progress that we've seen. They would change our nation's direction from freedom, from innovation and job facilitation to more heavy-handed regulation. This far-left agenda offers little for small businesses seeking to grow to bigger ones, families seeking to increase their take-home pay, or workers trying to climb the ladder to full economic success. That's not a future that looks bright to me, and it isn't one that gives Americans a path towards prosperity. I'm really proud of our achievements, and I'm glad for the leadership of the President and folks willing to work together to get our economy moving. There is more work yet to be done, and I look forward to seeing our economy continue to achieve new heights. Thank you so much, Mr. President, and I will yield the floor.